We are safe in Dubai. Just wanted to just quickly put this message out there, man. Me and my wife are safe. Thank you, everyone, and shout out to everyone who's been reaching out to me. I know it's worrying and what you see on the news and everything is a bit scary and everything, but we are safe. We're cool. The first night, yes, it was a little bit scary. I've never, it's a unique situation. I've never been in this. When I say unique, it's such a privileged situation not to be in this, not to feel this kind of stuff, being under like I don't want to say a war zone, but just under missiles and all that sort of stuff. But now we feel super safe. Honestly, it doesn't feel like I know the news might be telling you that Dubai is under attack and Dubai is falling down. No, that's not the case. We've been actually living our life as normal since just a couple of days. The first couple of days were very worrying, but now we're living our life as normal. We're not seeing anything, not hearing anything. We're not as close to military bases. If you're next to a US military base, then yes, you might hear some stuff. But
Get the fuck
really,
out! I'm sorry. I'll stop for last.
yeah,
Sorry,
the
sir.
the the attack or the fight is between the US military bases and Iran. Iran's
Mm.
not striking Dubai. It's not an attack on Dubai and the UAE. It's not. It's an attack and defense against the US military bases. So we're safe as civilians. We're safe, and I can confirm. I feel confident to say this that Iran does not strike civilians indiscriminately, unlike the other side who like to target schools and mosques and hospitals and all that sort of stuff. So Iran does not do that. That's why we feel safe. I feel safe that Iran will not strike civilian infrastructure. It's just a war or fight between the US military bases and Iran. So we are safe. Thank you everyone again for reaching out. We feel safe. Me and my wife are doing good. And yeah, just wanted to start off by saying that.
All good, man. Listen, uh, a lot of people are out there on that side, and listen, the news does fearmonger a lot, guys. All right, so don't take it in too much. Uh, as hard as it is, and as crazy as it is, yeah, do the best you can. But look, when a brother becomes propaganda, the propaganda machine under Paramount. Can't believe that. And massive shout outs to our sponsors, Cherish Clicks. Be the magic, click the magic or something. I still don't know it. I'm basic,
It's
but
your
thank you
own
so
thing, but
much.
how you don't know it? How do you not know it?
But make sure you guys, there's loads of you guys that watch the content but do not subscribe or like or engage with us, man. Come on, man. Hook a brother out. But yeah, massive thank you. But we got loads to do, bro. Well, we got quite a few things to cover. We haven't been on a podcast for a little while. I know with your
Right.
move and everything else that's going on in the world at the moment is quite difficult. But we're gonna talk about Mighty Supreme because there was a lot of hype around it, and I don't know what the hype was about, unless I'm getting old in the type of movies I'm watching. The
We
new
can talk about
AI,
it. I added the
yeah,
bluff. I added the bluff in there as well because I just watched
okay,
it
cool,
yesterday.
cool. We'll talk about that as well because I watched that as well. The new AI Seedance 2.0, which has caused a lot of drama, I would say, but interesting
Mm-hmm.
stuff that's come out of it. And then we're gonna go through a couple of new movies as well. But uh,
And news and
yeah,
stuff like that. Cool,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. We'll do the news as well, and the current stuff that's happening as well. There's loads to cover, to be honest. There's quite a few things, but we'll jump in.
Mighty
What do you want to do?
Supreme.
Mighty Supreme, bro. Mighty Supreme.
Let's do our movie reviews. Mighty Supreme. Mighty Supreme. There was a lot of hype about this, wasn't it? I mean, look, bro, like we watched them, we've been discussing behind doors and like performances are great. Of course, Charlemagne and whatnot is an amazing performer. You can't deny that. So let's put that aside. But the story itself, like, it was just about a bastard, man. A guy, a not good, a guy who's not good. I mean, look, you could take inspiration from the fact that he was motivated to
Mm,
achieve his goal, be the best
yeah.
ping pong player, be the face of ping pong, and all that sort of stuff globally. Okay, but man, to shit all over your loved ones and to put diminish them and put them in danger all to get your achievements, I don't, that's not inspiring. He wasn't really an inspiring guy. I'm not gonna lie. By the end of the movie, I wanted the Japanese guy to win. And when he had the baby, I didn't really have any emphasis for him. Like I wasn't
Yeah.
happy for him at all. Not like what I mean. I wasn't happy for him at the end. I wanted the Japanese guy to win the ping pong match. So it was definitely a different kind of story. And and also I
I
feel
don't
like it's
because
so
I
negative.
yeah, it's negative. That's what I
Yeah,
felt.
Yeah, it's negative. Like the whole thing, I felt like was negative. The women that he was with, they were all cheating on their partners. You know what I mean? Everything that he did, even to his own mother, he never respected his own mother. Like, of course, there might be background or whatnot, but it's just the story that was told to me was just a very negative dude, and I'm like, I don't think you deserve it, man. You're just not a good guy. Like you being the face of ping pong for America, like you're not an inspiring guy. Like I mean, look, I'm sorry, but like you got real athletes these days who are you know real champions and whatnot, very inspiring and whatnot.
Mm.
You'd want them to be inspiring to the next generation. You know what I mean? But this individual wasn't, and his story wasn't.
I think that's what I was trying to wonder what this movie was, what point it was trying to put across. Like, what was this movie? Like, don't get me wrong. I think it was so. It's one of the Safdie brothers. Uh, oh, I can't remember his name now. Joe? Is it Joe?
You
Josh?
try and Google it.
Yeah, I think it's Josh. I think it's Josh. Anyway, I just didn't understand what he was trying to get across. Like, everybody kept on saying, if you enjoyed Uncut Gems, you're going to enjoy this. But then you see something like what I think what the Safdie brothers have done is put out two stories about these two people. This one's a bit more crazy and
Josh.
fictional. Like, yeah, Josh. It was Josh. Yeah, and I know it was Ben that did the Smashing Machine. Now, the Smashing Machine did have that overall arc story that it's not always about winning. Yeah, that there's more darker demons inside of us that uh, take the joy away. Where this one was like it was really like it was a messy movie, bro. Like it didn't have a premises of, you just straight away hated this guy, if that makes sense. Like the
Mm,
way he carried himself, his attitude, the way he was, like I felt like it was trying to prove a fact that if you're going to get anywhere in this world, that you're going to have to be a dick to everybody, or you have to be some sort of I don't know, man. It's not even about dreaming big about that character. Like, I found everything that he did was like, I watched it twice. So I did see it in cinema and I did watch it again at home. And I'm like, I don't know. There's something about it that just didn't click with me. I didn't understand why everybody had this hype. The marketing was great. The marketing was great on this movie, but the film isn't all that, bro. I don't think Josh put like there's got to be. Sometimes you like villains, right? We like
mm.
villains. Thanos, we like villains. You know what I mean? Like
Right. You
there's
feel for
villains
him.
that you like. You feel for them. You understand like the Joker. We don't know much about the mystery behind it, but like he didn't make me feel for this character, even when he had a child. And in that moment
Right.
where he's crying, that's like saying, "Okay, I'm done with this shit. Like I got to be a father now. Like something's changed." But I didn't feel that.
Mm.
I didn't feel
That's
that.
what I'm
With
saying.
the great
It was like right
cinematography.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like right at the end you give that one moment. I just don't think like throughout the movie there was no build up to be like possibly like him and love him by the end of the movie. It was just like just a dick throughout the whole movie. And that one scene you're like, I don't know if I
Not
like
re-
you
somebody
still
said
or
it
I'm
was
happy for you.
somebody said it was redemption, but you could have kids and still be a fuck up. You know what I mean?
Right. And
Yeah.
you clearly saw that he was willing to disrespect his mother, any partners, whatever, friends, whoever it is. Had you not know he might not do that to his kid, like to get what he wants? I mean,
Yeah.
technically, really, he didn't give a shit until the baby came out. I mean, she was like 8 months pregnant and he's taking her on these missions on trying to get a dog back and all that sort of stuff. So I'm like, he really didn't care about her life or the baby before the baby was born. Now,
Oh.
listen, man, like, yes, maybe a father can change people, but we didn't get that story. And that one moment at the end, maybe you can take away that and say, all right, that's going to be the story carrying on. But from the story you gave me and the character you gave me, I'm not convinced. I feel like he's still going to be a dick, like, in my opinion. But
Yeah. It just
yeah,
didn't.
now,
It
maybe.
didn't hit. Yeah.
I don't know what they were trying to achieve though. The thing is, I haven't looked into what the director was what Josh was trying to achieve with this story or what they were trying to achieve with it. Was it like, yeah, we want to show that he's a dick, or was it like we want to show it, but then at the end show redemption? And if that's the case, I'm like, I just don't. I
Mm,
feel like throughout the movie there was nothing that emotionally grabbed me where he was kind of kind to someone who kind of looked after something. Everything was a scam. Everything was a
mm.
scandal for him to get the next step up or to get somewhere for him, not for anyone else.
Yeah, you know that part where he got kicked out of his friend's place. The dad was going crazy, and he
Mm.
had the pregnant girl, and they go outside, and then he kind of just left her there. He said, "Just go do your own thing."
Mm,
because of what was going on in that moment. I was like, oh man, you just made me hate you even more, bro. Like I am not feeling this character arc. I'm not feeling it. Like you, there's got to be a sense of a sense of connection because you see that a bit of yourself in that person. Same thing like you see Thanos. Like I shouldn't compare it to that sort of villainry, but he was a villain, bro. That was some villain shit,
mm,
bro, man. Mugging people, ripping off them for money, all the rest of it. I just felt like, oh man, you're a villain, bro. You're a villain. There was
mm.
no results that came out of it. It was like, what do I do for the next scheme to get to this next place? You know what I mean? I don't know, man. It just wasn't a movie. Even I tried to watch it a second time to try and enjoy it and try and listen, see what, because people said it was the best film of last year.
I don't know. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I was like, okay, if people are
Our
saying
opinion,
this.
I guess. Our
No, that's true.
opinion
That's true. Is that because of we getting older and with the 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 simpleness of a story? Because like Uncut Gems was edited very well, like very
and intense.
and
Yeah.
intense. Like I couldn't watch it again because it made me stress out. There's another film that the both brothers did with Robert Pattinson called Good Times, where he's robbing a bank because his brother's disabled. Blah blah blah. It is very stressful, bro. Like the movie is insane. Like if you get the chance, watch that. That's a great film by the Safdie
Good
brothers.
times. I'll put on the
Uh,
list. Yeah.
and Robert Pattinson is brilliant in that movie, bro. Uh, it's actually one. I've got to say, it's a good film. That's a good film. We need to once you do that, let's talk about that one. Uh,
All right.
but yeah, just this didn't have like there was something weird. It's strange because they both done separate projects, yeah, and I don't blame them. But both of the movies didn't, for me personally, bro. Both of the movies didn't make me feel anything.
Yeah, and
They
you're talking about both of the movies. You're talking about the
Smash
Smashing
Machine as
Machine
well.
as well.
Yeah.
See, I related to that one a bit more because of MMA fighters and
Mm,
Mark Kerr. He was such a nice guy. He was very inspiring. That's what I'm saying. There was some
mm.
relatable parts for him. The demons that he was fighting, all that sort of stuff. So, in regards to his character, it was just like done really well. I don't know if Marty Supreme's based on a real character, is it,
It
or is it
is.
made up?
It's based on a character, but a lot of it's dramatized.
All right. Well, if it's real guy, then he must be a dick. Or he must be upset. I don't know if he's alive or whatnot, but he must be upset. Like you make a movie about me, and you make me a total dick in the movie. No good parts except having a baby and then crying. I mean, I don't know, man. I
Like I
listen
even
again. Everyone has their own opinions. This is what I'm trying to say. Like, loads of people love it does not mean that we have to, and vice versa. We love so much shit does not mean other people have to like it. So, this is the beauty about opinions and movie loving and all that sort of stuff, and movies and shows because it's so vast. Like, it's so vast to so many different people. You're gonna like some, you're gonna hate some, and that's how it's supposed to be. That's why I'm not a big fan of award shows, and I don't follow the awards. I know we're gonna get into some
mm,
award controversy later, but I'm not a big fan of award shows. I don't watch them. I don't look forward to them. I don't care about the results
yeah,
because
yeah,
if a movie wins best Oscar movie winning or whatever, does not mean I'm gonna like it, and vice versa. If it doesn't win, doesn't mean I'm not gonna hate it. Like
yeah,
if it wins, I'm like cool, maybe I'll watch it, check it out. But there's so many movies that won Oscars, and I'm like, I'm not watching that. That looks boring to me, not for me. You know what I mean? So I'm not a fan. And plus, art and creativity, like I feel like it's subject to the individual, man. Like putting an award to it, saying, "Oh, your work's shit, but that person's work's good." Like, no, like it's subject to individuals, man. That's what's the beauty about art and creativity. It relates to the different billions of human beings and their emotion and their individuality, rather than one award show saying, "Oh, they got an Oscar, that means that's the best." Like, no, I think that's bullshit. So I'm not a big fan of awards and stuff like that. Any one of them. I just think they're all BS and it's just a ceremony for
mm.
bullshit, in my opinion. In my opinion, because
No,
everyone,
no, no, no.
you
Yeah.
can,
No, of course, of course, of course. It's competition, isn't it? It becomes a competition, and it shouldn't be. Art, as you said, is subjective and it's depending on the audience, right? It's about the audience. Now, but that's a societal. We can get into the societal overall governing system of all that shit because there's always something to cry about, right? And this is what they do, and this is what's happening in the world right now. It's like separation, divide, I mean, we're gonna talk about it. It's like what happened at the Baftas, like all of these things, bro. There's a systematical issue with having something like
Mm,
that because it puts you in a like a mental grind, bro. Because like, ah, man, I need to get this, and I mean, you clearly saw you clearly can see what actors are striving for. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, Timothy Chalamet, whatever his name is, he says it himself. Like, every award he's won, he's like, I'm doing it for greatness. I want
right.
to be able to do it for greatness, not because he's a fan of the art. That's strange. Maybe when he gets older, that maybe change. And don't get me wrong, I think he's a great performer. This movie wasn't great. I think Wonka was a much better movie. I think June is a better movie.
Mm,
Those are performances that maybe, yeah, I could say, yeah, he deserves an Oscar. And you know what? To be honest, the character, him as an actor grew on me. But now his arrogance, and you can be arrogant, bro. You have musicians that are arrogant. It's cool. Sometimes it's cool, but sometimes it's like we're coming to a point now where I feel like with that sort of stuff now, it's like there's no humbleness to it. There's not a humbling feeling about it. Like when you when
mm,
you when you see somebody like Michael B. Jordan accepting a speech or doing something, you there's this humility and humblingness to him where he's just straight up, bro. I just want to be great. I want to be the greatest of
yeah.
all time. I'm a goat. You know what I mean? Like
I didn't hear that interview.
yeah. There's
Was
there's
that an
there's
interview? I
one.
didn't hear it.
It was I know it was an award show. I can't remember what award it was. He
Oh,
won
okay.
best actor or something like that. But anyway, that's Marty Supreme. Check it out. It is. I would say it's still a good watch, but it's not
I
a movie
watched
for
it
me.
from I watched it from beginning to end. It's not like it made me switch off. Like I was still
Exactly. Yeah.
interested, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's still definitely watchable. But I just didn't feel the cat. By the end of the movie, I was like, cool. If you were trying to tell me that this guy's a dick, I got that message. If you're trying to say that he wasn't, then I didn't get that message. I got the message at the end a little bit about the redemption, but it just wasn't enough for me to care for him. So
Yeah. That's
I'm
what
not
it is.
yeah.
It's like you didn't care for the character, and I think that's the most important part because I cared for the characters that he hurt. Does that make sense?
Yeah, his friend, yes, his friend whose
Yeah.
car he busted up, the taxi driver. I even cared for the mob guy who lost his dog. You know what I mean? Like there was, he broke his arm and whatnot. I cared for him. I didn't care about the women. They were cheating on their mans and whatnot, so I didn't really care about them. I cared for the Japanese dude. I wanted him to win. You know what I mean? So yeah, you're right. I cared more about the others than him.
Yeah. That's a strange plot, man. Even with like what they did with like Uncut Gems is that I actually felt for Adam Sandler's character. I was like, oh man, give this guy a
Right.
fucking break, man. This guy's losing left, right, and center. If it's not his relationship, is his shop, it's all the rest of the stuff that I have to watch that again. That's a good film. I have to watch
Great
that.
movie.
But Good
Yeah,
Times,
you're
check that
right.
out. Good Times, check that out. That's a great one by the Safdie brothers. But sorry, man, Josh, this movie just didn't hit the. Maybe it didn't hit me and G Man the way it was meant to, but it I saw this hype and I saw all these youngsters getting hyped about it, and not youngsters, but just fellow critics and fellow people that really enjoyed the movie, but they didn't really give me that reason of why they liked it. They just said it was amazing. It was the best movie in the world. Now, you could be a fanboy and just say everything's amazing. If you go back to some of our previous stuff, yes, we were fanboys. We loved everything that came out. There was not one bad thing that we said. There was constructive feedback sometimes, but it wasn't, hey man, it's 10 out of 10, blah, blah, blah. I understand that. Shit, that's 10 years ago. We old now. We're starting to see, like, our time is our value right now. For me personally, time is value. I
Yeah.
don't even get the chance to watch a movie. Unless I can't sleep, then I'll slap something on. You know what I mean? That's how bad it is. I'm starting a movie at 2 o'clock in the morning. So time is valuable, and how you spend it. You do want to see something good, but there is sometimes you're going to see some badness. But anyway,
Yeah,
that's
I agree. I'm
that's
just watching,
yeah.
just quick one. I got Disney Plus and I started watching this Lego Marvel thing. And honestly so entertaining. It makes me laugh because it's so creative with it. And there was just this guy saying, I love living in New York. And he goes, not everywhere in the world you can get a CrossFit class from Frank Castle. And obviously I'm a Punisher fan. So stuff like that really, you know what I mean? That's really
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
valuable for me to just watch because it makes me happy. But yeah, no, I get it, man. Time is so valuable when you watch something that you're like, then you feel like you wasted your time because it's the
And
only
some of these
commodity
movies are
you'll
like
never
three
get
hours,
back.
4 hours long now, man. It's like
No,
that was
yeah.
2.5 hours, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. There was a moment I paused there. I was like, excuse me, how long is left? Because I wanted the movie to end, and I can't remember. It was just after he almost got caught. He was doing some dirtiness in the park with Gwyneth Paltrow's character,
Mm,
get
mm,
caught. And I was like, by then I was like, you know what? I just want to switch this thing off. But I was like, all right,
mm.
I'll invest and watch it. But then I like the other day I was like, oh, I'm gonna do what was it, a battle after another or something like that? 3 hours. Good night. Forget it. I left it. I can't even. My thing is, if I can't watch a movie all the way through, it's not even worth me watching it. If I do 20 minutes a day, bro, you lose that connection to a movie. But anyway, sorry, we're
Mm.
babbling on about it too long. Uh, let's move on to the Bluff with Priyanka Chopra and Carl Urban. What did you think, bro?
I watched it yesterday, and I saw your interview, and I loved the way what's his name? The director, what's his name?
Frankie Flowers. Frankie Flowers.
He was so enthusiastic. He felt like one of the bros, and I
Yeah.
really loved that interview that he done. And I saw the creativity and the excitement he put behind this movie and the actions and the
Yeah.
weaponry and stuff like that he spoke about. Yeah, it was. Listen, decent movie. You know, fun action. Carl Urban, Priyanka Chopra's they're both
Yeah.
great. You know, based from pirate sort of times, so just a kind of different sort of genre. The weaponry was cool. The action was cool. You know, the booby traps she set up, the kind of the again the creativity behind the weaponry that there was pretty awesome. It was cool. It was an okay movie. Look, I'm not gonna say it was the funnest movie in the world and whatnot, but I sat there. It was nice 1.5 hour movie, so I didn't have to pause it or stop it or watch half later. I actually watched it from beginning to end easily, comfortably. Felt very entertained watching the whole movie, and you know. It's not like I don't think it's not like something we've never seen before. Someone who, you know, as a young child was kind of kidnapped by these pirates. She was trained, blah blah blah. She ends up betraying them because she's not that type of person, really, because these pirates are some savages and whatnot. She starts a family, blah blah blah. She stole some gold, and then they come to get revenge. That was kind of like the synopsis, right? They come to get the gold back, but his goal was to get his kind of revenge on her. When I say
Mm.
revenge, but some sort of redemption. But you know, from that perspective, it was kind of standard, but just from the perspective of action and everything, it was really cool. She's really awesome. Like, I don't know how many other Hollywood movies that she's doing, but she's like, I feel like if it's not a lot, this is like a breakthrough Hollywood movie. Maybe I might be wrong, and there was one in the past,
No, no, she's
but I
done.
feel
She's
like
done a few,
this,
bro. She's done a few with the Russo brothers.
she's
There's
great.
a
She's
TV.
really,
There's a TV show and there's another. I can't remember. There's another couple of films in there, but she's
yeah.
good. Yeah, she is good. She is good.
She's great. She's great. Carl Urban was awesome. Yeah, the cinematography, the costume design, you know, the whole pirate thing. They were really cool, really awesome. I enjoyed it. Easy 1.5 hour movie to watch with the missus or just generally sit down and watch a little popcorn movie. Nothing hard to think about, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, listen, I thought it was a good film as well. Same thing, bro. I had to. That was like a lastminute.com. They keep throwing these lastminute.com interviews, no research. I had to watch the movie with the Brothers Geek Out podcast email in the middle of it. Uh, it was one of those
Oh,
screeners. So yeah,
they
it
send it
was
to you by on at home or yeah, so
not
they
at
send it to you
home.
at
At
home, yeah.
home, yeah, they sent it to you at
That's
home, and you watch it with the Brothers Geek Out podcast in the middle, like bare bright, bro. And you're like, how am I supposed to watch this movie?
that's
But
because
eventually,
they don't allow you to record it or something.
yeah. It's a screener. So anyway, listen, I get to watch it in the comfortability from my home. Again, it was a late night one. Uh, had to watch it, and then the day after we did the interview in the evening. And again, Frankie Flowers, amazing director. He directed a movie a couple of years back with Zoe Salanda, and I think she was a producer, and Orlando Bloom, called Haven. It's an old film. It's a good couple of 10 years back. But he wrote the Bob Marley movie that came out. He was the writer for that. He's an island boy, bro. So, he's
Mm.
all about the Cayman Islands. He's all about history. It's all about bringing that. And he kind of brought that historical element, but made it into a fun kind of type of action movie, which is great. Uh, the first thing I noticed was the weaponry. I was like, hey, man, there's some enhanced weaponry. Now, originally, when I watched the trailer, there was a zombie part in it. And I was like, oh, they got zombies in this thing? but it wasn't. It was just an old man losing at the end, and he looked like a zombie, but he got bust up. He was Butter's guy, but I thought he was a zombie. But watching the movie, I was like, oh shit, he wasn't a zombie. He's just a Butter's guy. But it's a good, fun action movie. Priyanka Chopra, the only thing that got me was because at the beginning of the movie, she felt like she had more of a island accent. Then that changed along the movie, or you get used to the accent, and it just somebody just sounds the same. It's like what like when you hear Jason Statham in the one, he's got this American accent, and then halfway through the movie, they're like, "Bros, please allow
Just
it."
be English.
Just be English. And then his English just comes out. But him trying to do an American accent, I felt like she was doing an island accent at the beginning, and then they kind of just said, "Nah, leave it in between." That's just something that I noticed. But other than that, she's a great action star, man. Like she plays the role really well. Some of the action scenes were like vast and massive, and you heard him talk about the technology that they used on this as well. That was his grandmother's house that they built. That's crazy, right? From
That
photo
is pretty
reference
crazy.
to build a live set. And now he's all about again physical. There were live locations. Yes, there's CGI in there, but a lot of it's live locations, physical props. Uh, yeah, it sounded like it was a fun location to film the movie, and I felt like the cast that like I feel like Carl Urban was having a blast making that movie, being a pirate man. You know, he
Yeah.
looked like a good pirate. he 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 just played the part really well. I mean, it's a nice, easy watch, hour and 30 minutes, guys. If you're looking for something easy to watch, it's number one on Amazon Prime at the moment now, so definitely people are really enjoying it, and it's not your it's pirate action movie. Yeah, that's what I can say. It's not Pirates of the Caribbean. This is like a full-on pirate action movie.
Yeah,
It's about
definitely. I
it's
feel
about
like
the character Bloody Mary. There you go.
yeah, I
Yeah,
feel like they innovated with the weaponry, you know what I mean? Because like, the innovation of action and brutality and whatnot that they put in these recent movies from, John Wick and so on, right? But they kind of innovated that with the old school weaponry of what they had back then, right? And I think the director, Frankie, was saying that back then, when they figured out how to make guns and whatnot, they tried to be creative. They tried to put bullets in a harmonica and a flute or whatever it is, right? To just be creative like that. So he kind of used that sort of creativity in the weaponry and maybe was able to innovate the action based on creative weapons. You know what I mean? So that was pretty cool.
yeah, no, definitely, definitely. Uh, yeah, that's the Bluff, guys. There's only so much I can say about that. If you want to check out the full interview, it is on the channel under the lights, camera, action episodes. We did have another director to come on the show very soon, but that got cancelled, so that didn't go through. That's for Glenn Powell's new movie that's coming out. Uh,
Oh man, how come that got
uh,
cancelled?
we just didn't win the number. You have to get nominated, right? So
Oh, I see. So you have to apply for it and then you get nominated.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. So it was again that came through last minute, and it was like if I'm happy to get what we get, so that's the good thing. Uh, but yeah, all right. Let's move into movie and TV news, bro. Let's jump in, bro.
Well, what about current geek topics, man? Seat darts,
Sorry,
AI
current.
geek. I
Yeah,
think
sorry. Lose. Yes, sorry. Yes.
let's talk about this new AI, man, that came out of China, man. AI Seedance 2.0. I mean, some of the stuff that they've been creating has been absolutely fantastic. And I know you in the beginning you were like, I'm not a fan. I don't like this AI shit, right? But Ash has been sending loads. I've been watching stuff. They are amazing. They are
They are.
really good. The
They
same,
are.
they're not perfect. You can still see loads of flaws and whatnot, and human emotionality in the faces and whatnot. But some of the creativity just brings out the imagination of like, what if Bruce Lee fought Jackie Chan and Jet Li and Donnie Yen and whatever the Avengers. It's really fun to watch, bro. When I see some scenes with Bruce Lee, Donnie Yen, Jackie Chan, Jet Li, and there was one they were in a restaurant or whatnot, and they're just fighting a bunch of bad. It was freaking cool. Now you could tell again from the AI, it's not really their fighting styles completely, but it looks really, really, really fucking cool. And this is the beginning. I mean, that's not the beginning. They've already had the beginning. This is like middle phases. This is the next step. It's only gonna get better and better and better. But I think they'll never, ever, ever be able to conquer the human emotions. You can't conquer that. So that's what the only thing that's going to protect I would say protect, Hollywood and movies and whatnot, that human emotions. And that's the biggest aspect of Hollywood and actors and stories and what, the human emotion side. And I don't think that ever is going to be conquered by AI. In my opinion, I don't think ever. When I say ever, they're going to have loads of data, they're going to get close, but nothing can predict the human emotion.
It's AI, man. It learns, isn't it? That's the crazy thing about it. And like, listen, I'm all good for technology. I love technology, man. I worked in technology for so long. I love tech. I love how advanced we have got. But I'm a bit scared about where it's heading when it comes to people, like I was sold a dream about it being an assistant. Does that make sense? Adobe, when they first started generative AI and all these companies started. And I was at the beginning of that phase when I was working with these companies in the old job. And the way they sell it is assistive technology. Assistive technology, it will help you, it will assist you. Like, it will assist your artwork, it will assist your graphics, it will assist reading documents for you until it completely takes it out of your hand. Chat GTP and Gemini and all these. We're not using our brain. Like, my theory is that we are not using our brain powers now. We're quick to quickly jump on. Like, now, I would use it for grammar because my grammar is shit, man. I can't spell. I can't do nothing. My emails don't make no sense. Like, if you was to read an email from me 10 years ago, you'd be like, "Bro, what the hell are you talking about?" And I still do it now when I text you a lot, and Ash will be like, "Speak English,"
Mm.
because I type
Hmm.
too quick. I don't read what I said, stuff like that. So when you read an email, you be like, "Oh, wow, Gibbs, he sounds smart, man." Nah, man, that's just because of it's helped my grammar. So I'm still putting in what I want. The grammar and the flow of it is changed. Now that's how I use it as an assistant. Well, as an artist, I still create from hand. You know what I mean? I find it's going to be very difficult for traditional artists. That's fine. I bounced up and moved to digital, and I do digital, but I still use my hands to create that digital artwork. I still use my mind to create that digital artwork. I still use backgrounds. I don't use the generative AI feature, which can actually make everything for me with a type of a prompt. I don't know. I just feel like it's taking decision making away from us, bro. But this goes into the larger story of what happens with movies now. Now, as I said, the footage looks great, bro. Yes, you can tell it's AI. Human emotions is going to be very difficult, but when the learning machine is learning, bro, and as you can see from Gemini, ChatGTP, even your Instagram, that it's learning your habits, your ticks, your little things like that, you're like, hold up, shit, this is getting a bit scary now. Because they can replicate you in any other way with data infringement and all that sort of stuff, you know what I mean? So I don't know what type of laws they're going to bring in. I know SAG is Sam, not Sam, what's his name? I was going to say, he's from the Goonies anyway. Sean Austin, who's one of
Mm.
the partners at SAG, which is uh, almost like a union for actors, to get new laws put into place because of this. And there's got to be some sort of control. The thing is, it's out of our. I don't know what it's going to be because for Hollywood, that's dead, bro. And as we said, we are going to talk about what's happening with the merger now with Warner Brothers and Paramount. Stuff like that is going to be dead, bros. It's
I
dead.
don't think so. I don't think movies will die. I don't. I really don't. I really don't. I think like even in the future when it becomes like amazing, like yes, there could be laws and whatnot, like they could put towards, but I just don't think the AI would just. It's going to be fantastic. Don't get me wrong, but there's certain stories, there's certain parts that they can't. Look, maybe
Bro,
they might implement AI to say, listen, just create a cool action scene, boom. Maybe. But maybe not. Maybe not, because there's going to be a lot of people that's going to be like, no. So it just depends on the generation, the individual, and all that sort of stuff, right? There could be some specific AI stuff that they make and say, hey, if you want to watch it, watch it. If you don't, here's a real life human doing it. You know what I mean? It's going to be, or maybe it turns into one of those custom things where, like, I don't know, like specific cars are built by humans and, like, the real mechanics put it together. And then you got everything else that's just manufactured. Maybe it could be like that. I don't know. But I mean, like, I don't think that it's really gonna take over. I don't think Hollywood's dead. I don't think comic book artists is dead. I mean, look, like on that same topic, I mean, San Diego Comic Con has banned what do you call it, AI art at the event. There's no AI art, which is great. I mean, I think that should be right. I mean, that whole San Diego Comic Con, it shouldn't be about AI art because anyone could go. I could go do an AI art and put it there. So that makes perfect sense. They should just be real art and whatnot.
Mm.
Which makes sense. So they'll probably have some sort of rules in place when it comes to that.
Well, I hope they
I, I
do.
yeah, I don't think AI will take. I don't know if there'll be a Hollywood big blockbuster fully AI movie from the visuals to the story that's going to be coming out in cinema and that's going to make millions and billions. You don't make an Avatar with AI. I don't think so. You need a mastermind like James Cameron to really put some emotion in a story and visuals and all of that together to be like, no, this is what's gonna make billions of dollars, not something I just generate off AI. That's what I think. I don't think I think it's gonna be entertainment. I really think it's gonna be entertaining, and these things I've seen on YouTube are very entertaining. The only other scary thing is I don't know what's real and what's not sometimes. Man, I might watch some clips and be like, oh, I don't know if that's real or if that's fake. So that's the scary thing from the AI thing because you never know what's real or what's fake. But
Yeah, no,
man,
it's
China's winning.
crazy.
Did you see that? Did you see like China's winning with this? Did you see the drone shows are amazing? Did you see the robots doing kung fu? Bro, they look amazing. China is winning with this AI robot technology, man, because those robots doing kung fu were crazy, bro. One of them kick you, man. That's kicking you right through your body and whatnot. That's Terminator punching a hole through your chest and whatnot, man. But that is scary. They're winning, man, when it comes to the robotics. That's what I could tell, man. That's what I could
Ugh,
see.
dangerous
Uh,
times, dangerous time. I mean, just to finish on that note, because we're gonna have to send out another link. I know what's gonna happen though. This is me, and this is just me making a quick prediction before it cuts me off. People are gonna sell their likeness so they can be in movies, and they don't have to do the
true.
work.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Like we could do that. Put me in a background scene, please. Here's my face. I
Exactly.
wouldn't do that. I wouldn't sell myself.
All right, man. Let's jump on movie and TV news, man. With all that's been happening in the world right now, man, we lost an absolute legend, man. Robert Duvall, man, that guy. I mean, from Apocalypse Now to Godfather to Kicking and Screaming with Will Ferrell, uh,
Standing
the
down, falling down.
Falling Down, The Judge with Robert Downey Jr. I mean, his catalog of movies is immense, bro. The
Legend.
guy's been in loads of films.
Legend.
There's not one film I can't say that he's not been great. I love him as a character. He was the consigliere in The Godfather.
Consigliere. Consigliere. Actually, I don't know if I'm saying it right, but yeah, we shouldn't take the piss, man. The mafia might be
No,
upset
that's
with
true.
us.
That's just sorry. But listen, rest in peace to that legend. He did some great movies, bro. I mean, he's done some
95. I
great
think it was
movies.
95. I
Mashallah, man.
mean,
Great
wow.
life, man.
Great
Great
life,
life.
man.
Great
Such a
life, man.
legend. 95 is absolutely legendary.
I love his like reaction when he gets angry as well in his movies because he has this calm demeanor about him, and then suddenly he'll just flip, and you're like, oh, I did not expect that. Uh, oh man, but I mean, we had some losses this month, man. It's crazy. So, Brad Arnold, Three Doors Down frontman, and his brave battle, man. I didn't know what he was going through.
Yeah, we never do. We never do, you know what I mean? I think he was going through some self-depression and stuff like that. So it was yeah, we never know what people was going through. But he was young. I think he died like 48 or something like that.
Bloody hell, man, that's
I believe
crazy.
it was depression. Hopefully I'm not speaking out of hand.
Hmm. Oh man, listen, man. I hope all you could do is send prayers and love to those families, man. With that's really hard for people with being in the limelight and to see what they go through. Another one, man. James Vanderberg dies at 48 as well. Again, remembering him from Dawson's Creek and all the other movies that he's done, but his final battle with cancer. We knew that he suffered cancer for a long time. Whew, man, like I saw his last video about talking about perspective and being a parent, being a husband. Uh, Quite deep, man. Like he was suffering for a very long time, and he was in and out of like TV and movies, but never, he could never excel because of what he was going through to get to a point where his priorities had changed. He was talking about his priorities had changed. Uh, but I'll always remember him as that kid from Dawson's Creek, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly.
and it's hard because he was saying that, he was in and out of work. He didn't know where he was heading. Finding purpose was difficult. Then he found his family, and then being a parent, being a husband was like the most important part just to help them. But then he couldn't even, his video broke my heart because he was like, I couldn't even do that after with what I'm going through.
Yeah.
And you don't
And the thing
realize.
is, yeah, and also like it's a reality check as well, because 48's young, and we need to we should be looking after ourselves and checking ourselves and stuff like that, you know.
Mm.
Um, looking after our health because we have no idea like what's going on,
Oh.
with our bodies and stuff unless we get it checked out. There's that C word, man. That C thing, it's a bastard, man. It is. So yes, and it's also we got. You know what's crazy about that one? I was watching that Anaconda movie that week that it happened, the new one, which is not great. But I was watching the movie and there was a scene where Jack Black was listening to the Dawson's Creek tune when he was driving to Thing's house. And I was like, oh my God, Dawson's Creek, what a tune, what an old school tune. And
Yeah,
then that
yeah, yeah.
week you find out that he passed away. I was like, man, how crazy is that? And it's just sad, man. I mean, look, this is why I always say we've got to look after ourselves, man. Get ourselves checked out and all that sort of stuff, man. Because you just never know, man. You never know what's going on in the body. I mean, that's why you got to prevent these. I mean, I'm sure he was a healthy guy, man. You just don't know, man. It should be good to test. You know, at our age, you're supposed to like do the finger up the butty and test yourself, man. And I think that's important to do. Um,
I know,
God
bro.
forbid.
I know that's definitely something to look after yourselves and check up. That's the main thing. All right, excuse me, at our age. All right, cool.
Yeah,
Hideki Sato, is that right? Hideki Sato. He
yeah.
is the man who built the Sega iconic console. Rest in peace, dude. Rest in peace. You gave us some great memories. I still play those games. I still play that console. You know what I mean? I just found an old one in our drawer, which was Shanaz's old Mega Drive. She got the Genesis though, but
Oh,
I don't know if
sick.
it works or not. So I need to figure out if I can find a plug to get it working. But I mean, you gave us so many memories, inspired us in so many different ways. Uh, gaming now has become one of those things where it's so vast and it's grown so much, and like it's insane what you could do compared to a 16-bit console. Uh, so yeah, we've come so far ahead, but thank you for creating such a cool device, man. It was such a cool device. It still is a cool device, you know what I mean? Blowing on the
Mm,
cartridges, putting them in, making sure they're working. I still got a few cartridges here, man. I think I got Street Fighter and Sonic.
legend.
Yeah, which I still got. But yeah, another legend gone. Tom Noonan. Oh my God.
He
Remember?
played villains, and he was a villain in RoboCop 2. Remember the villain in RoboCop 2?
Yeah, yeah.
That,
Listen, I know who he is, bro. He
yeah,
he
yeah,
he, he had that. He had that. He's been in so many films, bro. If you
yeah.
go for his catalog of how many villains he played, traitors he played, he played a big part, man. I think he was in The Mummy, right?
I think so. Let me
Is
try and
that
pull up
him?
his
Hold on,
thing.
let me. Yeah, I feel like he played
He had
the
performances in like Frankenstein. I think he was in Heat. Let me just double check.
True
Let me check
Lies.
his catalog.
But I know he played that crazy robot Nuke. Was it Nuke in RoboCop 2?
Yeah, yeah. He was in. Let's go through this, man. I
Let's do
mean,
it.
the
Let's.
ones that we'll probably recognize. He was in Heat. He was in
Mm.
Last Action Hero,
Yes.
RoboCop 2. Um, what else is there? I mean, there's tons here, man. There's tons. I'm just trying to find ones that I'm familiar with. But yeah, he was in a lot, man. Those were, I would say, the most notable ones that I'm familiar with. But he's been in so much, man.
Oh man, rest in peace. All right, and then we got Eric Dane, who was McSteamy, and he had AL against ALS. What's that, bro?
Mm. I think that's I believe ALS. You know what? I don't want to butcher it. Let me find out what it
Yeah,
is.
yeah. Please,
Uh,
man.
Yeah, ALS. I can't even pronounce these words, man. A
But what is the condition?
Yeah, a progressive neurodegenerative disease that destroys nerve cells in the brain and spinal cord, leading to loss of muscle control.
Mm, damn, that's horrible.
Yeah,
That is horrible. Oh, rest in peace, dude. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. And the last one, man, we lost bare people, man. That's crazy. Robert Carradine, remembering Sam Maguire and the leader of the Nerds, another one who passes away.
yeah.
Man,
I believe he done Kung Fu. He was the guy who done Kung Fu, which was
yes,
the main guy, the one that the story that was stolen from Bruce Lee, basically. I believe it was
yeah,
him.
yeah, yeah,
Not
yeah,
that
yeah.
he stole it. He didn't steal it. He was just the main actor.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Uh, rest in peace, dude. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, man. I got to say, uh, that's crazy. We lost loads of people, so we're sending out loads of love and prayers. Uh, what can we do? These are the people that are in that industry, and sometimes they go young, sometimes they go old. Mr. Robert Duvall, the legend. But all right, man. Movie news, man. Let's go through. So Deadpool 4 is happening.
Yep, apparently Ryan Reynolds is writing it. He's writing it, man. So of course it is. It's a massive Hollywood, a blockbuster movie. He's one a fan favorite character. He's a part of the MCU now, so of course it's happening. And apparently, I don't know. Like what I read so far is like yes, he's working on it and whatnot, but it's gonna be like a team up movie. It won't just be solo Deadpool. It's gonna be team up. They got on the whole MCU to play with. So let's see what Feige gives him to play with.
All right, that'd be interesting. That'd be interesting. I mean, the last movie did do 1 billion, so can't say much about that. So yeah, let's see how that goes. I'm not excited. I don't know why. I'm not excited. That's crazy. I'm not excited about that.
Well, wait till you see the first trailer in 5 years or whatever.
Bro,
Then
you
we'll
know what?
see.
The worst thing is, listen. This is how crazy this year has been. Yeah, I haven't seen the Mandalorian and Grogu trailer. I haven't seen the Green
Neither
Lanterns
have I.
trailer. There's a couple of
I
trailers
saw it.
I haven't watched, bro. So it's like it
Yeah.
hasn't given me the urge to say, yeah, I'm excited. I've now become that person that, you know what, when I watch it, I watch it. When I'm in cinema, I watch it. You know what I mean? Like Project Hail Mary. Everybody's talking about it. The screening happened a couple of weeks ago. I can't remember. I did ask for it, but I'm excited to actually go watch that myself in cinema and like
Mm.
pay for it because it's a movie like about space and all that. And Ryan Gosling, man, like he's always done good movies on the big screen, so it's like I'm looking forward to watching that. So yeah, it depends. But we're talking about Project Hail Mary. Sony announces Spider-Man villains reboot working with Marvel. Please just leave it
Give him
alone.
back.
Leave
Just
him
give him
alone.
back.
Leave him alone.
Yeah.
I don't want
They
no
made a whole
Marvel.
Spider-Man villain universe and didn't even mention, I don't even know if they ever mentioned Spider-Man or Peter Parker or anything. It was so bad. They were all bad. Except Venom was just kind of fun, but terrible. Terrible ideas from Sony. Give it back to Marvel. You're making the exact same mistakes that Fox did. Just give it back.
I know, man, it's absolutely crazy. So Sony also announced Spider-Gwen and Spider-Punk movies. So they're gonna open up the Spider-Verse movie universe, which is good, man. But
Those were good.
give us Beyond before all of these announcements, to be honest, because we're waiting 5 years for this movie now. And
Mm.
the same writers that worked on Project Hail Mary the ones that are working on this. They've the Lord brothers. They've been doing it already. But let's start. Come on, man. Don't chat about doing other projects until you finish this project, man, and bring Beyond out, man. We need Beyond. I'm waiting for Beyond. Venom animation. I heard Tom Hardy's coming back for this.
I think Sony, like with their recent thing, like the movies flopped, so but the animation's done so well. Spider-Man into this absolutely awesome, right? So maybe they're just like, you know what, we're done. Like they're just, I guess they're moving towards what worked and trying to figure out what didn't work. I'd say whatever the movies that didn't work, team up with Marvel, just get that sorted. The animations are doing well, so I feel like they could do a lot with the animations because Into the
Definitely
Spider-Verse is absolutely
amazing,
fantastic.
amazing.
I don't know if they're gonna use the same animation, but I feel like why not just create your universe within that
Exactly,
universe? So if
exactly.
you're gonna do a Venom one, do Venom, same animation, just different story, and then link him back in. Like just to create that. You started already with this multiverse thing. Then now you got an opportunity to use those villains and really put them into a multiversal
No,
Spider-Man
that's right.
movie with his animation.
That's right. That's right. All right, cool. Edge of Tomorrow, Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt return. Nah, for me. I'm gonna do one of those bops, bro. Probably somebody get me in there. Nope. Just leave it, man. The first one's amazing. I don't need a number two. How you end a movie like that to give me a number two? Forget it, man. Sorry, I'm not a fan of that. I think they should have left that movie the way it is. I think it's a great film. I think that first movie is great. I don't know what they're gonna do in number two. Same shit. Same. Sorry, I'm fasting. I shouldn't have said that. Same. Repeat, eat, and all. Now, man. For what reason? There's no larger threat than the first movie. It's like Back to the Future. The threat was his parents. As part two was himself. Like, what are you gonna do? Like to give me more threat? You know, the threat in the. You know, it's. I don't know. I'll leave that. F1 sequel confirmed.
I swear
Again,
your
same
argument
thing.
you just made could be the same.
What about that one? Yeah, same thing. Like, what you can do? More racing. What more can you do? Bring Brad back. Brad Brad had fulfilled his free moment. Why do I need a sequel for? And I'm not trying to sound bad because we love a sequel, a good sequel. We love continued stories. But some of these movies as one-offs are great, bro. Like the Goonies, like we don't need a number two. That movie by himself is amazing. Uh, Even if Back to the Future was just still Back to the Future, the first movie is unbeatable. It's like a, you know, I don't know, man. I'm getting old, I think. You guys have witnessed it. 10 years doing this podcast. I have got old. Uh, yeah, anyway. I don't know. What do you think, bro?
You know, I don't know. I don't know. It's not like I'm super excited for it. The first one was my favorite movie, your favorite movie for last year, right? It
It
was
was.
absolutely brilliant. Shot well, everything was great. It really introduced you to F1 if you don't know much about F1, the racing, the dynamics, the camera angles and everything, and cinematography was absolutely brilliant. I don't know what story, what compelling story you're gonna bring to this one. I mean, you've done the whole retired old guy coming back and living his dream. Do you carry on with the new guy and for him to fulfill his story? I don't know. So we'll wait and see, I guess. But I'm sure it'll be shot well if it's the same director, the guy who done Top Gun. I forgot his name.
Yeah, Josh. His name's Josh something. Listen, let's see what happens. I don't think we needed a sequel, but we're talking about sequels. We've got Sherlock Holmes 3 is happening. I am excited for that because I felt like that movie was left with that cliffhanger from the second one. And you're like, oh, come on, man. Hook a brother up. I'm waiting. Some movies deserve a sequel because of the way the story's been told. With like
Yeah,
F1
and these
and
stories, yeah, these sort of stories, it's a detective story. So like they're very smart. They could be very smart about the story, be it a murder case or whatever it is, but he's doing some detective shit. And I feel like they're so versatile and vast. You can make,
100%,
a
100.
new
They'll
one
make
or
it.
whatnot.
They'll make it. They'll make it. I don't know how it's gonna build up from the last two, but listen, man, I enjoyed those movies, and I don't mind that. But like my issue is like with stories like Edge of Tomorrow and F1, how you how you continuing the story because you ended the story with a happy ending. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Uh, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood sequel prequel is being made, right? Is that Quentin
Yeah,
Tarantino?
yeah. No, I don't think it's Tarantino. It's someone else, but it's a story on Brad Pitt's character. I'm just trying to find out. I can't remember his name. What was his name in the character? But it's a story about him. Where is it? Cliff. That's it.
Yeah.
Um, who is it? Cliff Swanson. It
Ugh.
says sequel, but it might be a prequel because obviously it might tell a story before the events of this sort of thing, isn't it? So. Directed by David Flinch. So it's directed by David Fincher. Slated for
Okay.
2026 release. Revealed a teaser during the 2026 Super Bowl. So Brad Pitt is replacing his Oscar-winning role as a legendary stuntman, living in the 1970s. So yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna go through all of this, but looks like they're gonna give us more of his character, from that movie.
Okay. Interesting.
I mean, I'm
Interesting.
sure Tarantino obviously gave the thumbs up. He's gonna overlook it.
I'm sure,
So
definitely will do, will do. All right, man. And in other news as well, Dark Man sequel is official. I love that first Dark Man. Sam Raimi comes back as director. Oh no, sorry. Sam Raimi will be overheading it. I think it's got a new director
Yeah,
attached. Liam Neeson is looking to reprise that role as breaking
possibly.
that guy's finger. I will always remember that
And
scene.
everyone's
Gi-
screaming at each other.
Give it a, give it the teddy, give it the teddy. Break his farm, man. Break his fingers, man. I'd love to do that to somebody, man. I'm gonna break somebody's fingers like that. Uh, I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with that. That'd be interesting. Prey 2 got confirmed, and Amber Mid Thunder is coming back. Good on her. I think that first movie is brilliant. So let's see how they continue that story. Transformers and G.I. Joe animated series. Let's go. We've been waiting for this for a little while now. So hopefully this comes out. I heard they were going to do a movie, but I'm glad it's an
Mm.
animation. Animation is, I just feel like the true form to story tell with those type of characters because live form sometimes doesn't pan out very well. Like when I watch all those Transformers movies again, like as much as I still love the first one, some of them after, man, like the ones with Mark Wahlberg, lose.
Mm.
Like proper lose. I don't even know where they were heading. They turned into some animals, the 8,000 bits movie, and then the rest of it just forgot the core
What
of.
about what about the new one, the latest one they brought out when he was wearing some kind of G.I. Joe outfit or some kind of Transformer? He like remember the costume? I can't. I mean, the movie's so bad I can't even remember exactly. But remember, and yeah, they were bad. Then the new ones they rinsed it and it became so bad.
So yeah, hopefully animation is good. Looking forward to that. Punisher special called the Punisher One Shot. I am looking forward to that, man. Frank Castle is
Can't
back.
wait.
John
Can't
Berthnell.
wait.
Looking forward to see where they head with this as well, and the story deepens. I know that Daredevil trailer came out. Haven't even seen that. Can you believe that, bro?
I didn't watch it either. I haven't been watching. I'm with you. I haven't been watching as much trailers. Some of them I have been getting hyped on, but yeah, some of
I haven't
them
watched it. I
no.
haven't watched it. I haven't watched it. And I suppose that's a good thing. That is a good thing. That is
Yeah,
a good thing.
definitely.
And I'm avoiding all the spoilers as well, which is great. Terminator Zero got cancelled by Netflix, which is a shame because I thought Terminator Zero was brilliant. Like,
Do you know how
so
many
good. Like,
responses I got? Bro, on the channel, do you know how many responses people were like, why? Like everyone loved it. Like this got so much great positivity, and everyone couldn't understand why they canceled it. And I can't even understand either.
no
I
can
think it
I.
was the best terminal content since part two. Like,
Hundred
honestly.
percent, 100%, 100%. That's best Terminator content we have honestly got since part two. I'm not sure why, bro. That was a great anime, man. That was a great anime. The Mummy 4 is set to launch, will come out debut on 4th of May, 19th May 2000, 2028. So looking forward to Brendan and the team getting back together. I love Brendan, man. Uh,
Yeah.
got nothing but love for that guy, man. That guy is a gentleman. Like I want to meet him. I want to meet him. I just want to
Yeah,
cuddle you,
he's
bro.
so awesome.
I just want to
Yeah.
meet you. I want to talk to you. His vulnerability, his eyes. It'll be interesting to see him pull that character from the Mummy back again now because he's been playing more softer, more gentle, more vulnerable characters, more likable, relatable characters to the action star. So it'll be interesting to see him get back into action. I know that he played Firefly or something like that in the Batman movie that didn't come out, the Batgirl movie that didn't come out. Warner Brothers, you lose. Because I would have loved to
Mm.
seen him play that villain. And then we
There's
got
talks about
Clayface.
there's talks about possibly coming back as California Man with the other comedian dude. I can't remember. I can't remember his name, the other comedian guy, but he the Jules, that guy. He was talking about wanting to do a new California Man. That might be, I don't know, it's so old, but it just brings back another character. It might not be too bad, you know.
Nah, I would say leave that alone. No more drinking the juice. Uh, love that. I love that movie. I love that. No more drinking the juice. Like the way they take the piss out of Freshie sometimes, bro. I need to make a clip of that because that was hilarious. I don't know why we found that so funny because we always found when he, when he said it in a funny tone, but it was the Indian guys in the shop where it's like, no drinking the juice. Anyway, Clayface is looking to release I'm reading this wrong, October 23rd, which is this year, right?
Halloween, basically. Yeah, this
Oof.
year, Halloween. So it's going to be a horror movie. That's what they're looking to go for. So they're
Boom.
releasing it around October.
All right, cool. All right. So that's all the movie news. We're going to jump into There's a few topics to cover. We're going to quickly not stay too long on them, but just to give you our thoughts on what's been happening in that industry world right now. Uh, Studio steals rights from He-Man, bro. I saw the co-creator. He's suffering from dementia. He's got a GoFundMe page, bro. Broke my absolute heart reading that article. That studios, which they did to like Jerry and Siegel when it came to Superman with Warner Brothers, and a lot of companies have done that. You know, Marvel did that as well to a lot of their creators. Uh, and some of them have got the rights back, but like this guy, bro. You guys are making billions of dollars of toys, merchandise, previous cartoons, movies, which are still going on right now. You got the new movie coming out. My guy, oh, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking when you create characters and the whole world knows and loves them, but they don't know that the creator is losing. That is
Mm.
heartbreaking, bro. That is heartbreaking. Now,
I
on a
had no
level,
idea until you told me, man.
I don't know. It's weird, man. When I was reading that article, and it's one of those ones you stumble across, you think it's fake news, but then you read on and you read on and you're like, oh man, right, he'd been bumped from the beginning, man. Just as Jerry and Siegel did as well. You know, they sold Superman for $100. Back then,
Mm.
including inflation, $100. They sold Superman for $100. That's crazy, bro. You know, the ongoing battle to this day. Yes, they got their names coming up on it, but they do not get no residuals. Residuals, I can't even say it, man. No monies, no
I don't know why they just
royalties.
don't give him money. I don't know why they just don't give him a percentage. Like, here's
That's
a
the
percent,
greed.
like, at least.
That's greed, bro. That's greed of the companies, and you know, it's horrible, man. Like He-Man's coming out, and don't get me wrong, I'm excited about He-Man as well. That's the only trailer that I did watch this year, I think, and got me excited and got me hyped. But it's like not like this, man. Like you're not honoring the creators. You know, there's one thing that James Gunn does, which I like, which we'll jump on another topic after because I know some shit is gonna go down. Uh, he gives credit to the creators. He always has the creators on the set with him, always looking back at the material to take ideas from the material, asking the creators, putting their names on all everything. You know what I mean? He has that respect, like as an artist, that I'm still using somebody else's IP here, somebody else's product here. Like I need to get their blessings and get their respect for me doing my interpretation of this character, like what he did with Peacemaker, bro. You know what I mean?
Mm.
But yeah, it's such a shame. It's such a bad story to read, such a heartbreaking story for somebody like that to go through that, knowing that his character is a beloved character, bro. He ain't no basic brand new toy that's come out today. He-Man has been going on for 40 years, bro.
Mm.
Oof, heartbreaking. Absolutely
It's
heartbreaking.
a shame. Anything, like, listen, man, stealing in general, you know how it feels if someone steals from you or whatnot, just robs you for a little something. Could you imagine just your creation, your legacy, your mind went into that character, your creativity, your emotions, whatever his upbringing, whatever he went through as a human being was channeled
That
into
character,
that
yeah,
character
yeah,
that
yeah,
he ended up
yeah, yeah,
creating.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's him, you know what I mean? Like from a perspective. And hope and just being a hero and yeah, just it's sad. It's sad, man, that these studios. But that's what corporations do, man. That's what corporations do, unfortunately. They Yeah, I don't want to say it. I was gonna say some other stuff, but I don't want to say it right now. But corporations, man, big businesses, money, business is business, man. That's the famous words from Javed.
Javed, thank
Horrible.
you, bro.
Horrible.
Business and business, cuz. All right, moving on. The BAFTAs awards. Oof,
And the
bro.
controversy. The BBC. I mean,
The
look, I don't want to even
BBC.
talk about the awards. I gave you my opinions on what awards earlier, but it's the controversy, the BBC controversy, the British bullshit channel, whatever, man. The biggest. I mean, listen, who follows the mainstream news anyway? Because this kind of links into what we're going to talk about next. So let's combine it. So Warner Brothers
Yeah,
becomes a propaganda machine for Paramount. Forget about the benefits it can bring to movies and stuff like that's there. And as filmmakers, we're gonna enjoy it. Maybe it's benefits, but you're kind of limiting the competition, but whatnot. But forget about that. Forget that. There's gonna be fun stuff. These these corporations, these media corporations, they're a bunch of propaganda bullshit, man. I mean, the BBC with the Bafta Awards, okay, there was an individual who had Tourette's, right? Cool. And all respect to him because I know it's a certain condition or one. I don't know the full details, but I'm like, BBC had, I think, like an hour or 3 hours aside to edit the
Two
BAFTA
hours, yeah.
awards and pull it out there. 2 hours, right? They had time to edit, so they decided to keep the part where this individual screams out the N word when Michael B. Jordan and God's
Delroy
Love, is it
Lindo.
God's
Yeah.
Love? Delroy Lindo was on stage, right? But they decided to cut out the part where the other brother, forgot me, I don't know names, I forgot names, who was talking about who did a speech and spoke about free Palestine and Sudan stuff. They cut that out completely. I can't remember what exactly. He won an award as well. I mean, it just blatantly shows the biasy, the bullshit, the propaganda, the mind control. I mean, look, the guy with the Tourette's, I mean, first of all, like, I'm sure he might have been screaming out shit throughout the whole show. So they
He
probably
did. He
thought
did.
they should have been responsible and said, listen, I think maybe it might be best we put you in a private booth or something like that, right? So no one can hear. But like you kept that. BBC editors, whoever it was, specifically was like, oh, let's keep the N word and let's delete the Palestine stuff. Like,
I'm not going to make no excuses, yeah? So the company's called Penny Lane Entertainment, just to put it out there so people know. Those are the people that edited it and put it out for the BBC, all right? Penny Lane Entertainment, they're the ones. They had a brief they had to follow, which clearly said any type of, my God, that's already going. That's crazy. It is 25 minutes or something, unless we've been
yeah.
talking
Well, it
that
says
long.
remaining. I got remaining 9 minutes.
Anyway, all good. Same here. Where was I?
Penny the
Clearly got
company.
Penny Lane, Penny the Wise Clown Company Entertainment had a brief from the BBC saying that if there's any sort of freedom speeches or free Palestine, Sudan, Congo, all of that stuff, take that out. There's a brief, bro. There's a
It's a
brief. So you
bullshit
had
brief.
2 hours to do that. But anyway, we had headphones on. In allows it was a noisy. You put headphones on when you do editing. We put headphones. I put on headphones when I edit, so I don't disturb everybody else. But at least I can clearly hear what both of us are saying, where to do the cut segments and stuff like that. Listen, man, what the forgot the guy's name, Jason or Jonathan, who has Tourette's. Now, listen, inclusiveness is really important to have people there. The slurs and stuff like that, it's such a shame because for me personally, like there's no control over what he's going through and what he's saying. I think the apologies from BBC and the BAFTAs to Delroy and Michael B. Jordan
Michael
was
B.
Michael B. Sorry, was done wrong. Nobody said apologies to them. Uh, there's so many things wrong, and with such a big live event like that, which is strange. Which is strange. But I had this open dialogue thought where it was like, you know, the you got the Prince. Well, he's not Prince no more, but Andrew with the Epstein files in the news all over the place, getting arrested, the rest of it. And BBC have always been there to do something crazy. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I feel like some of it's a bit of a setup, but that's the conspiracy theorist in me. The other thing is racism is taught. Hate is taught. Now, whether you believe Tourette's brings an impulse of you being able to say those things, but you were taught some sort of hate. Like, somebody told you that that brother there is an N-word. Does that make sense?
Mm.
That's taught. That stuff is all taught. So, of course, it's going to be in the vocabulary, but it's just strange and such a shame that he would use it in those terms and the BBC would. I don't know, man. There's so many questions, bro, and people
It's
probably gonna
bullshit. I think
out
it's
me
all
for that as
bullshit.
well. Yeah,
I think it's all bullshit. BBC kept it in for it, regardless if it was said or whatnot. BBC had an opportunity to edit. They kept it in there for people to see. That's it. And they're trying to. That's what I'm saying. They're trying to teach people that it's okay to do that towards the black community. Say those words is cool. But again, if you're showing solidarity towards Palestinians who are going through a genocide and even now to this day an illegal occupation and all that sort of stuff, don't mention that. We don't want to teach people that. We don't want to teach people what's going on there. It's bullshit. BBC is full of shit. The mainstream media is full of shit as they are. They want to teach it's okay to say the N word, and it's not okay to
Oh,
say free
it's
Palestine and have
crazy because
compassion
it's
for
at a
them.
time where racism is so big right now, bro. It's so big right now. It's like I feel like we've gone back to a time where dad was going through racism. We're coming to that point now, you know. I'm scared of mum going outside the house. I'm scared of wifeys going out the house because their heads covered. You know, we're starting to see flags come up in our local area, bro, because racism has peaked to such a level. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
that's
it's
the
not that.
brainwashing again, man. That's what I'm saying. They don't want to let it go. Like they want to keep pushing it. That you know, I'm trying to make sure people know. Oh, remember, like, don't forget these people are your enemies and all that sort of short bullshit. It's all propaganda bullshit that comes out. And now they have the ability to brainwash people through everything. It's not just the news. It's social media. It's your phones, all that sort of stuff. But I mean, it doesn't speak for the majority of the people, but it does get people, and that's what's dangerous about it. But that's their narrative, and BBC's a part of it, and all mainstream news is a part of it. I mean, the whole Paramount thing. I mean, the guy who's looking to buy Warner Brothers is what's his name, Larry Ellison or something. The guy donates billions and billions to the IDF. And the only reason why they're looking to buy is the same fool that bought TikTok. It's control over the narrative. Forget about the movies, right? From the movie news, forget that. But it's control over the narratives because now he's gonna own like I think they already own CBS News and all that crap
Yeah, yeah,
and then
yeah, yeah.
CNN. Now Warner Brothers has CNN and all that stuff. They're gonna own all of that, and it's all propaganda. All it is to push a pro-Zionist narrative out there and propagandize everyone. That's what that deal is about, man. It's not nothing to do with the merger. I mean, got a lot to do with the merger of the movie studios and all whatnot. But I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. If you're into movies and whatnot, you're gonna talk about this merger and cool. You cannot not talk about why it's happening. Why would it randomly? Why would Paramount be pushing it? Why did they buy TikTok? It's all got to do with propaganda. The Zionists have said it. They've lost the information war because the whole world is seeing how evil they are. So they're trying to buy it back through all these propaganda media, for all these tools and whatnot. And it's a shame. It's a shame. And I'm sorry, man. I'm not calling anyone out, but if you're going to talk about this whole merger, ask why. Not just from a business perspective and a movie perspective. What's the other reason? They don't want to talk about it, right? But it's pure propaganda. They're going to have control over the narrative. They're going to have control over the movies they make. Who can be in those movies? You know, Ruffalo won't be there, and anyone who spoke out for Paramount, sorry, for Palestine, they're going to be blacklisted from all those studios. Doesn't matter. They still got careers and whatnot. But all of that, any kind of movies that come out from those studios might be bullshit. You might lose your Warner Brothers fanboy thing that you got in the UK. Like, I'm telling you, it's all propaganda bullshit that's coming out, man. So like be aware, people. Be freaking aware, man, of what's going on, man. Don't buy into the propaganda. Doesn't mean that I might not watch the next Warner Brother DC's movies. I mean, because we don't even know if James Gunn will go after that Superman movie. But next, not saying I won't watch those movies, but if they become propaganda machine movies, man, you're gonna see that, and I'm just gonna put you off. And I know I don't want to see no bullshit anymore these days. I don't want to see
No,
no
no, same
bullshit
here, same
propaganda.
here, same here, same here, same here. That's why I think because James is not a big fan of Trump, so he may be bounced, bro. He may be
Yeah, and
bounced.
listen, it's
He may
Trump's
be,
boy, bro.
yeah, man. He'll end his contract. He'll say, please let me go. He'll do the next Superman or whatever, and he'll be like, I'm out, I'm done. But we don't know. Money talks, right? Money talks, man. But integrity, that's the most important part. And even if I lose my fanboy shit, listen, man, it's been a great run. It has been a great run, but I can't stand for that shit no more. I can't stand for it. I cannot see that go down the way it's going down right now and how people are being treated in the process as well. So it's going to be a difficult one, but yeah, it's going to be a problem. BBC BAFTAs, you need to sort it out. But BBC, as you said, British bullshit channel. Uh, I'm gonna say that more often now. But all right, bro, we'll wrap up. Listen, uh, we covered quite a lot of things in this show, so slightly a bit longer, guys. But as always, we'll try and keep it to the minimal, like what we're trying to do. But I feel like we get the main points across, which is great, and I feel like It's a good new structure that we got, and we want to find out from you guys. If you guys are enjoying the new structure as well, please drop us a comment. As always, drop us some love. There's loads of you guys who haven't subscribed. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you guys follow us on all of our social channels as well. Also, links in the description for some of the charities that we are working with as well. For medical aid for Palestine, there's Sudan, Congo causes on there as well. There's another one I'm going to add on there very soon as well. And oh, our niece and nephew, they're doing a charity as well. Please, whatever you guys
And
can donate. Yes,
Elia set up a
Ilya's
charity
doing it. Yes,
for our little one for Revert Sisters in the UK as well.
perfect. Please do. We're going to put those links in the description. Please do donate what you can. Every little helps. You guys always help as well. Always love and support from you guys. Uh, Until the next episode, man. G-Man, look after yourself. I know it's loads of craziness going on at the moment, but as we said, Gilman said at the beginning as well, remember, BBC and all those news fairmonger people make it look like something else different, but they're safe. Which sometimes I feel like, oh my God, let me just check in like I do at late nights. Uh, but yeah, all good. You guys look after yourself, and we'll catch you up in the next episode.
Peace.
Peace.
Thanks for watching, and make sure you follow us on all our socials. You got X, TikTok, Instagram, and Threads, and do subscribe to the YouTube channel for more of the long form content and the breaking news. Also, guys, if you guys are on the commute, you can find us on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and Spotify. And there's some more videos for you guys to watch.